Hi, it's Anna here. In this video tutorial, I want to show you how to make this gorgeous autumn themed card. And I've prepared a few things here, 6 pieces in total. I have all the measurements in the video description, as well as the supply list link to my Stampin' Up store if you want to purchase any of the items I'm using in this tutorial. And it's a really nice sparkly card here. Yeah, let me show you how to make it. So I'll just put that over here. So we have a few pieces. Let's start with our die cuts actually, because that is kind of the focus here today of this video, to show you how to use just one set of dies to make a beautiful card. And I used, let me get these in here. Sorry for the mess. I've used them quite a bit now. This is the Autumn Leaves die set by Stampin' Up. There is a matching stamp set that you can also, both are still available, not as a bundle anymore, but you can purchase them individually. Like I said, I have linked the supply list below the video, and I used this die here, this label die. It actually comes with two larger labels and then one skinny one that also matches some of the sentiments in the stamp set. And then we have a whole bunch of leaves and texture dies that you can use. I used this one here to die cut the vines. Can I get it out? For my leaf here, and then the matching well, basic shape, I guess, to die cut that as well. But let me show you step by step how I did it. So I have this label here, die cut from a basic white cardstock. I'm going to use pecan pie as an ink pad here, and then I have my stamp, my sentiment mounted here. It says, "So thankful for you." This is from the So Sincere stamp set. This is also an online exclusive now, so you can check it out, like I said, in the supply list below the video. And it's like filled with really nice sentiments, especially now for, you know, the season of gratitude with Thanksgiving and the holiday season coming up. So I'm going to ink that in pecan pie, and I'm going to stamp that right here on my label. Looks good. So, and that's all the pink pecan pie I'm going to need, so I'll get that out of the way. So we're going to put that here so that can dry for a second. Now I have, like I said, I die cut the largest leaf from also some basic white, and we're going to do some ink blending here. So let me get these pieces out of the way. I'm afraid with the ink blending I'm going to make a whole big mess. And I'm going to start off with peach pie. As you can see, I already have quite a bit of a mess there, so I gotta watch my fingers. And then I'm going to bring in a blending brush. I'm going to just go on the corners because usually that's the least used part on our ink pads. And I'm just going to apply a little bit there. You can do a little bit, you can do a whole lot. That's up to you. So just, this is probably going to be darker than on my initial card, but that's fine. That's what I love about it. It's just so unique every single time. So just a little bit there. Okay, so that's it. We're going to get our peach pie out of the way. And then I'm bringing in one of my favorite colors for the autumn season. It's Blackberry Bliss. Oop. So using a different brush, and again just picking up some ink here and now going over there. Now if you've never done any ink blending with brushes or sponges, anything like that, you always want to tap off a little bit and move onto your cardstock in circular motions. Otherwise you're going to have these, you know, kind of sharp edges there. So dab off a little bit and work your way up onto your die cut image. I also love to use this technique on labels. you know, just to kind of give them a background there as well. I'm not going to do that today because I want a pretty clean and simple card. Well, simple today might be, I think today is more a little bit of an avid crafter kind of card, but that's okay. Because sometimes I just want to play with my tools. So, and obviously this time I had a little bit more time to craft. Usually, you know me, I'm a busy crafter. I don't have, so yeah, definitely darker than on my simple card, but I love it. I mean, just such a beautiful shade there. If you wanted to, maybe we'll bring in a little bit more purple up here. What do you think? So again, I keep tapping off on the side. Yeah, I think that looks gorgeous. All right, so we're gonna leave that on here for a second and let that dry. Usually you don't have a lot of ink on your card, so when you do the blending, but still you don't want to smear it or get your fingerprints on there. All right, so next step, we're going to bring in our card base. This is, as usual, 5.5 by 8.5, score and folded in the middle at 4 1/4. Then I have our oxidized, I think it's just called Oxidized Specialty Designer Series paper. So it's white on one side, and then we have it in 2 colors. It comes in a pack of 4 sheets, 2 different colors, and then they're 12 by 12. And this is the, I want to say, I don't even know, is that pecan pie and copper foil, and then definitely the other one is pretty peacock, and then this copper foil. So, but I wanted something to just really match the subtle gradient there of the orange and purple. So this is 4 by 2, yeah. So we can go ahead and glue that to our card base. So let's see here. Just lining that up in all 3 corners. All right, so that's all you need. And you could make it even like a smaller piece if you wanted to, because now we're bringing in some basic white cardstock that I embossed with our Distress Tile 3D embossing folder. I don't know if you can see that. It has this beautiful tile, like kind of distressed tile texture. I mean, that's why it's called like that. Duh, Distressed Tile 3D embossing folder. So it has a little bit of a broken up a texture, a little bit grungy, vintage, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I love it for very elegant cards. So I embossed this piece, and I'm going to rip actually a little bit off of it. And I want my torn edge to look a certain way. I don't know how to explain it. Let me show you in a second. But what you want to do is the piece that you're tearing off that you don't want to use, okay? That's the one you have to pull towards you and like upwards, okay? And the piece that you want to use, you want to keep that down. All right, so just going to tear that off. And go in smaller steps if you need to, because you can always tear off more, but you can never put it back on. Then you have to cut and emboss a new piece. All right, so let's see. Because if you get too high, then you may not cover up the edge of your piece there. All right, so that looks good. So we can go ahead and glue that down as well. All right, and I'm going to go just across here, as you can see, at a slight diagonal. All right, and let's put that on here. You might have to wiggle it a little bit, because sometimes the embossing is stretching your paper and it's making it a tiny bit shorter than your 4 inches that you want. So, but that's okay. It's a handmade card, right? Just look how beautiful that is. And let me try and bring that into you. Can you see how you have like that's something we can take off. So, actually, can I get that off without ruining it now? Oh, that, yeah, you see, now I feel like, okay, that's okay. That's okay. Just had too much of a straight edge there. All right. So, but anyways, you can see that the fibers are just look nicer, and you have more of this torn edge look than if I had pulled this one up to me. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. If not, leave me a comment in like below the video, and I'll try my best to re-explain it there. So anyways, that is our card so far. Now let's go ahead and do the last few steps. We can bring in our leaf here. I think that's fine now. And I die cut from the same paper, from the same oxidized specialty paper. Like I said, I die cut this, well, these, I don't even know what to call it. Let me know. If you know, let me know in the comments. I guess the vines of the leaf. And I'm going to just use my liquid glue and my little bottle here. Let me bring in just something so I can see it better. And oh, how about we just bring in our silicone sheet? That would make the most sense, don't you think? To have that there. All right, so and I'm just going to put some dots everywhere. You can definitely use some adhesive sheets if you don't want to use that. Is there something? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to put some dabs here and there because it is pretty thin paper, so it's not going to need a whole lot of adhesive to hold on to. Now, you know, Anna's focused if she stops talking. All right, so just a little bit down here, and I don't want to put any on the stem because that's not going to be off of the leaf. So let's bring that in. And just push it down for a second, or you can use your ink pad, oops, or your block, whatever what you want to use, and just look at that. So gorgeous, so pretty. All right, now I'm going to put some adhesive here on the back. Oh, and I did have some Blackberry Bliss somewhere flying around here ink wise. Sneaky Blackberry Bliss. I love the color, but it's a different ink, a difficult ink to work with, in my opinion. All right, so I'm going to place that here. So you see I did a little bit of a higher tear on my initial card, but that's okay. Okay, so just give that a second. Then we're going to use some dimensionals. I'm going to bring in some mini dimensionals that I want to put here and there. Let's see. And then I'm going to put one in each corner here. So that should be enough support for my sentiment. All right, and we might make it just under 15 minutes. Awesome. All right, so let's see here. Maybe a little bit closer in. All right, there we go. All right, and now for the finishing touch, I'm bringing in, what are these called? Regal Foiled Adhesive Back Dots. They come in 4 colors. I think it is actually, oops, Blackberry Bliss. And again, it wants to escape. Come on out. That one wants to escape right there under my thumb. So, yeah, don't ask me. I think it's Shaded Spruce, Blackberry Bliss, Night of Navy, and not Polished Pink. Melon Mambo, I think. So those are the ones I'm going to use. Or should we use Blackberry Bliss? Oh gosh, no. I'm going to stick with the Melon Mambo ones, with the pink ones. Just to pick up a little bit of that gorgeous metallic look there. So one here, one there, and come on, and we'll put one right over here. All right, so, and that's my card idea for today. Let me bring this in a little bit further. So here's a little bit of a lighter color gradient with the blending, and today what I made is a little bit stronger, but gorgeous card nonetheless. And you see it wasn't that complicated to make it. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please let me know by hitting the like button. If you want to see more quick and easy card ideas for busy crafters, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get notified of new tutorials. In the meantime, check out another card right here, also fall themed, and I see you in the next video.